It was the demand for Chinese food that 30 years ago brought Mr. and Mrs. Wan and thousands of other Hong Kong Chinese to London. Like most Chinese restaurants, the House of Wan is a family-run affair, and from an early age, the children are expected to help out. The Wan's 3 daughters, Sue, Joyce and Tish, still work at the restaurant. Born and bred within the sound of Bow bells, the Wan sisters are genuine Cockneys, yet they share many of the values of their Chinese parents. Family life is central to Chinese society, and from an early age, the children are taught to respect their elders.
Because they looked after us when we were younger, and as they get older, they can't seem to manage, then we take over as well. It's only right, really. That's how we see it.
How Chinese do you feel then? Do you feel with this? Do you feel more independent?
Well, actually, when we went to Hong Kong, we felt English, but when we're in England, we feel more Chinese. It may sound funny, but we did.
But seeing as we were born in England and brought up in English schools and everything, we see ourselves as English anyway, because we speak in English. We don't have a Chinese accent or anything like that.
But we don't lose our identity of being Chinese. I mean, we're more English than Chinese as well. I mean, we feel that we're both.
When they leave school, most young Chinese are expected by their parents to do one of 2 things. Either to join the family business full-time, or to aim for the respectability and security of a professional qualification. Four years ago, the Wan sisters made a career move which for most Chinese would have been unthinkable.
My mother especially wanted us to go to university. We just didn't want to do something like doctors. It's like, 6 years this and 6 years that, and we didn't want to commit ourselves to something boring like that.
I think that's why we decided we wanted to do something totally different than what the Chinese mothers and fathers usually expect their daughters to do.
Intent on singing rather than cooking, the girls answered a small ad in the back of the Melody Maker and formed Britain's first Chinese pop group.
Still, nobody lives forever.
I suppose we want to really show that Chinese people do exist, because they're very sort of reserved people, and it's sort of different for us really to break out into the music world.
The Chinese don't seem to have a name in England for being great pop artists or anything else than working in a restaurant or something. But there are loads of Chinese people that have loads of talents.